What up, y'all? It's your boy Spiff, and I'm back again with another video, man. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, share the videos, man. Browse the videos, and if you're new to the channel, this is your first video, make sure you subscribe, because it's free. You know what I'm talking about? But if you didn't catch the last video was on how to do a burnout in your XXT, and a lot of people been asking me, like, why does it seem like some of them can do burnouts and some of them can't? To me, in my mind, if my car can do it, any of them should be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just my speculation. But I went through detail for detail, best as I could, on how to do a burnout in your XXT and without damaging your engine, man. And that's something I pay attention to a lot because this is my daily driver. So I try my best, you know what I'm saying, to take care of my boy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to pull up to this spot. This video is gonna be about why I don't want the 392 Daytona Charger and what is it that I want now. Charger, Challenger, and why. And also, this weekend, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia for SRT Breed Car Meet. So if you're in the Atlanta area, I'll let your boy, man. I'm gonna be there for SRT. I think they celebrate, don't quote me on this, but I think they celebrate. This camera always shaking, man. Hold on, y'all, let me get on this interstate right quick. Going too slow for your boy. But so that's what this video gonna be about, man. I'm about to fight through this traffic, and I'm gonna hit y'all up when I pull up. So, alright, some of y'all that's been around since day one, since my first video, you remember when I said that one of the main purposes of this channel is I'm documenting the process of me going from the V6 to the 392 V8. And I said either the Scat pack or the Daytona 392. Well, guess what? After doing my research and going down to the racetrack and doing some of this and some of that, come to find out, I don't want the 392 Charger no more. We're gonna get into that, and we're gonna get into what I do want. But I'm still in between whether I want a Charger or a Challenger. Now, my hopes and prayers are I get to keep juice and get a V8. And being said that, if I get to keep juice, I don't know if I want two Challengers, but you know what I'm saying, that's something to think about. But then at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if I want a Charger. Cause in some instances, I feel like the Charger may be a little slower, but I did some research and come to find out in the 0 to 60, when it comes like the 392s and the Scat pack, where the 392 Chargers, they do the 0 to 60, 0.3 seconds faster than the Challenger. It didn't say it beat it in the quarter mile. It just said it beat it to the 60, 0.3 seconds, which that could change, you know what I'm saying, due to different tires, modification, and stuff like that. So that 0.3 could be knocked out real easy. But after researching, that's what I found out in that case. So right now, I'm finna get into why I don't want the 392. Get juice, boy. I had to show y'all this right quick, man. I gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up and go and finish burning these tires off, because I don't like how my car look without the tire letters on. Car's still hard now. Still hard. I just ain't got used to seeing them tire letters back there. And I got a whole nother set of burnout tires somebody done gave me for free. So I got 6 tires to burn off, but once I burn these off, I'm gonna give me some new tires and put them on and give me some more tire letters. Well, I got the tire letters, but I'm gonna give me some new tires, and when I get them, I'm gonna put them on now. But I gotta show y'all this right here quick though. First though, man, look at it. Look at all that. That's from doing burnout, man, last night. That stuff be hard to get off your car, man. I pulled up to the light, and there was this Mustang kept revving up his engine. He kept trying to race me in between lights. So at the light, I just started hitting the burnout, boy. I cut a big burnout at the light, boy. Right there at the light. I'm talking about it was so much smoke, man, you couldn't even see. Right there at the light. But he started it. He started it, man. I wasn't even standing there. He came up trying to race. We weren't able to race, so I hit him with a burnout, let him know this ain't what you want. You know what I'm talking about? So as I do this, I'm gonna break down why I don't want the charges and understand that this is why I don't. This is my opinion. Everybody different. I'm not gonna go into full detail of the differences of the cars. I'm going into what makes the car, the differences that make or break it, the deal for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much to go into complete detail, especially when it comes down to all the different trims and the different equipment. Cause really, honestly, I'm not into all the extra stuff, especially like the extra electrical stuff. Cause to me, in my mind, too much stuff be tied in together on the electric stuff. So stuff like the traffic notification packages, the traffic awareness packages, or whatever it is, I ain't really into all that. I ain't trying to get all that. So that type of stuff I ain't worried about. I'm mostly worried about power and stuff like that. So when it comes to the Charger, I was interested in either the Charger RT Scat Pack or the Daytona 392 Chargers, both the Chargers. So what's the difference in two? First, we're gonna go by the price. Price, Charger RT Scat Pack, depending on trim, it's somewhere between the $39,000 to $45,000 price range. Somewhere up in there, on average around $40-some thousand. Okay, so when you go to the Daytona 392, it's like a $10,000 difference in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know what I'm saying, kind of puzzled me, because after I did my research, I found out that the horsepower is the same. They both are 485 horsepower. And that kind of disappointed me, because I was like, you know what I'm saying, I always felt like, in my mind, didn't have no evidence, but in my mind, I felt like the Day 92s were faster than the Scat Packs because of the cost. I didn't know that they was the same horsepower, so I was a little disappointed in that. That was the first thing. And so when it comes to the Daytonas, what are you paying for in that difference? So of course, when you look at the RT Scat Pack and the Daytona, first, a lot of people, they concerned about the labeling. I ain't really concerned about the labeling, because some people like the RT Scat Pack is powered by SRT. How come it doesn't say RT? And how come it doesn't say SRT when it's powered by SRT and it says RT Scat Pack? I'm not really into all that. I don't really care about all that. It's powered by SRT. It's an RT Scat Pack. RT stands for road and track. SRT stands for street and racing technology. So I'm not really concerned with all the labels. I'm more concerned with the power more than anything. So that $10,000 difference, when you look at the Scat Pack and you look at the Daytona, you see that the Daytona has that Daytona labeling on it. And I really like that. It's cool how Dodge did that. They put the Hemi on the top, little wrap looking thing, and they got the Daytona on the back going across a strip across the back, which to me kind of make me think about the Super Bs with that little stripe going across the back from back in the day. But you got that, it says Hemi on the hood. You got it says Daytona on the back, which looks really cool. And also the Daytonas come factory with a Mopar cold air intake. Now, you and I both know that cold air intake's gonna add some power, but it's not gonna make that much a difference to where I'ma say, oh, I'ma get a Daytona. You know what I'm saying? Cause $10,000, I can take, I can go buy a cold air intake for a couple of $100, $200-300. I can buy a cold air intake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really a bit worried about that cold air intake that the Daytona comes with. And also, another difference is that the Daytona comes with 6-piston Brembo brakes. The RT Scat Pack only comes with the 4-piston Brembo piston brakes. And I looked up the price, and it was variation in the prices of those 6-piston Brembo brakes, I'm not sure what the difference was. I didn't really go into detail to see what that was. But on average, what I can see, them 6-piston Brembo brakes somewhere between $700-800, maybe up to $1,000 for the whole set, depending on if you get it with the kit or not. You plan on doing it yourself. To me, those 6-piston Brembo brakes, Daytona on the hood, Daytona on the trunk and Hemi on the hood, and that cold air intake, to me, that don't really add up to $10,000. To me, anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna put a wrap on my car anyway. So if I get the Daytona, you know what I'm saying, you probably won't be able to see it. Or if I really want to keep the signature Daytona Hemi on there, I would probably switch it some type of variation anyway. So that would be a no-go. And you know what I'm saying, the cold air intake, like I said, 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm gonna do anyway on the car. So I'm not worried about no cold air intake. You know what I'm saying? And the 6-piston Brembo brakes, I ain't really just worried about that either, because if I really want them, I can just go buy some. And like I said, all of that does not add up to $10,000. Now, that cold air intake might make the Daytona a little bit faster, but not that much faster. Not that much faster. So when it comes to the Charger, I would be leaning more toward the RT Scat Pack because of the price and what I'm getting for that extra $10,000. To me, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So for me, come to the Charger, it would be the Dodge Charger RT Scat Pack. That would be if I decide to go with the Charger. Now, Scat Pack, what does that mean? What is a Scat Pack? Well, the term scat means to get lost, or like wind blowing, man. I hope y'all can hear me, man. I hope y'all can hear me. That's why I keep walking up on the camera, because the wind blowing. Man, I know how that wind be messing up stuff, so I need to get one of them things you stick in with the little fur ball microphone thing. I need one of them. But the RT Scat Pack, the term scat means to get lost, like get on out of here, scat. Like we swing at a fly or something, like scat, get on out of here. That's what scat means. And the term Scat Pack actually came from, Dodge got it from the guy Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra had this term Rat Pack, and that was how he referenced his close group of knitted friends. He called them the Rat Pack. Where Dodge took the whole term and phrase and flipped it to the Scat Pack. And in order to be considered a Scat Pack, you had to do the quarter mile in 14 seconds or less. And you ain't gotta believe me, go Google it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like 14 seconds or less, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? My car V6 and it do 14.6 in the quarter mile. So I'm assuming they talking about back then. Back then, I'm assuming they was talking about back then. You know what I'm saying? You had to do the quarter mile in at least 14 seconds or less to be considered a Scat Pack. So that's my take on the Charger. So I'm finna get into the take on my challenges. When it comes to the challenges, how I feel about that side of things. Well, like I said, I still got that choice to make of whether I want a Challenger or a Charger. If I keep this Challenger, I don't know if I want 2 Challengers. I'm trying my best to keep juice. So if I'm able to keep this Challenger, I might be going closer to a Charger. But the only reason I might keep this Challenger and get another Challenger if, you know what I'm saying, the 1320 Challengers continue to be attractive to me, because that's what I want. That's what I'm leaning toward right now when it comes to the Challengers. It's a 1320. Now, I used to want the Scat Pack. I just love the Scat Packs. I don't know what it is about the Scat Packs. That 485 horsepower, that 6.4 liter. Well, that's a fat engine right there, boy. 6.4 liters, that's a fat engine. That 485 horsepower. But when it comes to the Challengers, things get a little bit more confusing. Like, I really had to do my research, man. I really did. But when it comes to the Challengers, right now, I'm leaning toward the 1320. And I'm gonna tell you why in just a second. But at first, I wanted the Scat Pack. And come to find out that you got the Scat Pack Challengers and you got the SRT 392 Challengers. And then you got the 1390, the 1320 RT Scat Pack. So you got the 1320 RT Scat Pack, you got the Scat Pack, and then you got the 392, the SRT 392. So we're gonna start with the Scat Pack and the SRT 392. So what is the difference between the SRT 392 and the Scat Pack Challenger? Well, for one, it's kind of just like the Daytona Chargers and the RT Scat Pack Chargers, except the Challenger SRT 392s, they not Daytona. It's just SRT 392. Now, they do come with the 6 piston Brembo brakes. The Scat Pack Challengers do not. They got the 4 pistons. I believe, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if the RT 392s come with a cold air intake or not. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's really not gonna make it or break it for me when it comes to choosing between the Scat Pack 1320 and the 392. Yeah, it just period. A cold air intake is not gonna make or break it for me, because it ain't nothing to get one of those. But you got the brake pistons are different. The SRT 392s come with 6. Scat Pack RT Challengers come with 4. And also the tires are different. The SRT 392s come with 275 40/20s, and the RT Scat Packs Challengers come with 245 45/20. Now, I don't know why they did that. Put them little skinny tires on them V8s like that. To me, in my mind, all the V8s should come with the 275 40s, because my car V6 came with the 245 45s, and I didn't like them on my V6. So I can only imagine how they're handled on a V8. You know what I'm saying? If my car get loose and slip and slide with them 245s, I can only imagine with 200 more horsepower how this gonna handle. So, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of a, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really much of a deal breaker for me. You know what I'm saying? The tires being white, because like I said, some like tires, cold air intake, I can deal with that. I can go get some more tires, I can go get a cold air intake. So, you know what I'm saying? Those are just the differences between the two. SRT 392s, bigger tires, 6-piston Brembo brakes, and the RT Scat Pack Challengers, smaller tires, 245 45/20s, 4-piston Brembo brakes. To me, both of those, in my mind, they just the same. Ain't much different. It's just the name, Scat Pack and SRT 392. Now, for some folk, the SRT 392 is better for them just because they want that labeling. SRT Street and Racing Technology. I understand that. That's cool. But I ain't into all that. So, the 1320s, that's what I'm leaning toward right now. As of right now, I believe I want the 1320 RT Scat Pack, and here's why. So why do they call it 1320? Because the 1320s are designed for the drag strip. And 1320 is just that. 1320 is the drag strip. The drag strip quarter mile is exactly 1,320 feet. So that's why they call it the 1320 RT Scat Pack. And also, those 1320s are a bit faster than the other Challenger Scat Packs. Why? Because the 1320s come with drag radials. They got a drag package that come with those 1320s for the drag strip. So that's a plus for me. Something like that is a deal breaker. And they are, the 1320s, they still 485 horsepower. They still at 485 horsepower. So yep, Dodge made a whole bunch of cars at that 485 horsepower. Just changed the name on them, the labeling on them. Few modifications here and there around the tires, the brakes, you know what I'm saying? The wrap on the hood for Hemi and Daytona and all that. But that's it. So if you looking to differentiate and make your decision on what you want according to horsepower, it ain't no difference. All of them are 485 horsepower, and a cold air intake is not gonna make or break you. You know what I'm saying? $10,000 is not worth some pistons, a little piece of wrap, you know what I'm saying, bigger tires and cold air intake, whatnot. It's not worth it. So the 1320 is it for me. You know what I'm saying? To me, the Challengers are a little faster than the Chargers. That's just what I think and what I feel. I haven't drove a V8 Charger or a V8 Challenger, but I've drove a V6 Charger and a V6 Challenger. And it seems like to me that the Challengers are a little faster. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I have noticed that like 0 to 60s on these things, like nobody's 0 to 60 time is the same. And I think that's because different areas in Tennessee is really, it be hot and humid a lot. The air be really thick around here, man. So I think that has to do something with why my time might not have been as good as some of the others. But I'm at 6.1 for the 0 to 60 time, which is average for this car. So, and also my car does a quarter mile in 14.6, and all I really done was a cold air intake and the pedal box. So that's it. So that's it, y'all. It's a wrap for this video, man. I just really want to explain to y'all why I did not want the Daytona 392 Charger and why I wanted the 1320 Scat Pack, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, browse these videos, man. And if this is your first video, subscribe. Until next time, be great, drive fast, and God bless America.